As with all exercise programs, when using our exercise videos, you need to use common sense. To reduce and avoid injury, you should check with your doctor before beginning any fitness program. By performing any fitness exercises, you are performing them at your own risk. Our channel will not be responsible or liable for any injury or harm you sustain as a result of our fitness program. Online fitness videos or information shared on our website. This includes emails, videos, and text. Thanks for your understanding.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me Deepthi here with another video in order to help you be yourself and to keep you healthy and happy. Today I will be leading you through a prenatal yoga series which is good for the beginners as well as the pros alike. I will insist the pregnant ladies to invest more on props such as the pillows, the blocks, the blanket as well as the bolster. Today's our yoga workout require pillows, blocks as well as a mat. So meet me on your mats.
We are gonna get started in a cobbler's pose. So take a comfortable seat, keep the hips above your knees and take the soles of your feet together so the balls of the feet and the heels will touch, and start to slightly fold forward, walking your hands in front. You feel a nice stretch in the lower back. Here, press your palms down into the floor. Take some nice deep breath. So we wanna try and use ocean breath or Ujjayi breathing throughout our practice. That is taking deep inhalations through the nose and exhaling through the nose, and maybe walk around a little bit further and walking back up to a seated position. We are going to rock the hips back and forth. You should feel pretty good on your sit bones, nice and open. We are going to start to make a lot of space there for delivery. Also, hips have the tendency to get very tight during the pregnancy because of all the extra weight we are carrying around. Right now, we are going to bring our legs widen out in front of us. Wake them up by little bit by pedaling the knees up and down, and then we'll windshield wiper the feet back and forth. Then we will take a moment to make circles with the hands and angles. Get out of the pops and the cracks and take it in the opposite direction. Alright, from here we are moving to our hands and knees. So I recommend using a blanket for your knees here if you have one. Little bit more comfortable, you can place that in the center of your mat. As I am using 3 mats underneath, I am not using the blanket now. Bring the hands directly underneath your shoulders. Press the fingertips. Wide slight bend in your elbows. We are gonna bring the knees together. We will start to gently walking from side to side, opening the hips left to right. If you can, try to engage your core while you try. To bring your hips to center, we are going to add a head movement with this. So as you drop your hips down to the left, we are going to look over the right shoulder, and if the hips down to the right, gaze over the left shoulder. Just gonna notice how the back is feeling, how the hips are feeling. As they begin to open with this movement and coming back to that deep inhales through the nose and big exhales through the nose. From here, we are gonna make circles with the hips, keeping the knees together, bringing the hips out to the side, back and around. So gently find your own range of motion here with whatever feels good. When we do this, we are increasing the synovial fluid in the hip joints, and that's what we used to lubricate the joints, and again want to create more space in the hips, which helps for delivery, and take it in the opposite direction. Just remember, at any time if you are doing these and it does not feel right, just take a break and jump back in when you are ready, and back towards center. From here, we are gonna bring our knees out to hip width distance, and now we are gonna little bit of core strengthening and balancing. So first, we are gonna take the right arm, bring it up in front of you with the palm facing down, bring the left leg up and back, so there is a slight bend in your left elbow, and we are breathing. Reach forward with the fingertips, reach back with the toes, and make your body nice and long. One more deep breath here and release. Now just try the other side. So this does require some balancing, so nice to have a little spot on the floor to look at to help you with your balance. Left arm comes up, right leg comes back. Look at your drishti or focal point, back to the Ujjayi breathing, and then lower down. We are gonna take that movements and bring them into a flow. So on the inhalation, the right arm lifts and the left leg comes up and back. Exhale, back down to the mat. Inhale, left arm, right leg, and exhale down. So our bodies are changing so much throughout our pregnancy. We don't really know what to expect sometimes when start moving. So it is really great rule of thumb to keep stress low and be extra cautious as you doing through these postures. If you ever get out of breath or if you feel tired, please just take a break. Let's do one more on each side, and from here we are gonna sit back on heels. Take a moment to reconnect with your baby. Bring your hands to your belly. Deep breathe into the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Excellent. Now we are going to transition towards standing at the tops of our mats in Tadasana. And come to standing at hip width distance. Want your hands and toes to be aligned. Make sure you are pressing down through all four corners of the feet. Next movement is a flow in Tadasana. On the inhalation, going to raise the heels. As you raise the arms, coming up, exhale, heels come back down to the mat. As the palms come down to your sides simultaneously, so you can look at a spot on the wall or the floor in front of you to look at to help with your balance again using the drishti, and this is so great for strengthening the ankles, the feet, the calves as we go through our pregnancy and we begin to gain more weight and our feet really will be in stress. So this is great for strengthening the arches, strengthening the heels, and the tendency to pronate the feet when we gain weight. Really focus on through the big toe and all of the foot. As you go through this exercise, incoming back through the breath, inhale fully on the way up and exhale down, and it's lot harder than you look. And if you feeling you are flopping from side to side, don't worry, you are not alone. It took me a long time to get my feet strong enough to do this, but as you do it, you can try and be strong enough to do this. You can see you can gain a height on each inhalation. Let's do one more. And again from here we are gonna step back into a warrior one. So take the left foot and bring it into a 2 to 3 feet back. You want your hips to be parallel to the front of your mat. So make some room for your baby. You might need to toe heel that right foot out to the side a little bit. I like to make sure my hips are parallel by taking the heels of my hands, placing them at my hips and aligning my fingertips. Then on the inhalation, we are gonna bend the right knee and lift both arms up into a warrior one, bringing this into a movement. It's to work the shoulders. We are gonna inhale, look up towards the sky, and on the exhale, straighten the left leg, bend the elbows in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, knee bends, arms lift up, exhale, leg comes straight and elbows bent. Continuing this movement with the breath, we should really ground the left heel down into the floor, so those heel raises caught the back of your calves tight. This is a great way to stretch out again. Let's do one more on this side and we'll switch. Step the left foot up to meet the right and we'll do the other side. So right leg comes back about 2 to 3 feet, hips parallel to the front of your mat. Check in, make sure they were even. Then we will lift the arms and bend the knee. Press down through the back of the right heel, and then we will begin arm movement. Inhale, reach the finger tips up, look up. Exhale, straighten the left leg, squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you bend your elbows, we are gonna drop your tailbone down towards the floor. Let's do 2 more on this side. Again, slow is always better. You will be amazed when you do these movements with the breathing, the deep effect they can have on the body without even really putting into too much effort, and right foot comes back to meet the left. Now we are going to come into pyramid pose. So the left foot is going to come back again 2 to 3 feet, again hips parallel to the front of the mat. We are going to place both palms on the top of the right thigh. Deep breath in, exhale, slide your hands down in front of your leg. So we want a slight bend in the right knee. We never want to lock out the joints while we are doing our practice, and then we want to pull the right hip back and the left hip will come forward. Continue to breathe. Come back to that Ujjayi ocean breath, and as you get little more comfortable on that posture, you will slide your hands towards the foot, pull your shoulder blades back to take one more deep breath here, and then on the inhalation, arms will come out in front and will come back up standing and switching legs. So this time the right leg will come back 2 to 3 feet. Check in with the hips. Make sure they are parallel to the front of your mat. Both hands come to the top of the left thigh. Deep breath in, exhale, slowly forward fold and bring the right hip forward. Pull the left hip back. Some people can bring their hands all the way down to the mat. If that's you, you can go ahead and do that today. Just nice, slowly breathing. Here, feel the back of the hamstring opening. Breathe into it. On the next inhalation, we'll bring the arms out in front and in slowly bring yourself back, and right foot comes to meet the left. We are going to do that one more time with an arm variation. So help to open the chest and walk the shoulders. So step back with the left foot again, hips parallel to the front of the mat. We are going to interlace the fingers behind the back. So clasp your hands together. See if you can press the heels of your palms together. If not, you can leave the palms open. Deep breath in, lift the chest, exhale, hinge forward at the waist, again getting into the back of that right leg. But now we are also really stretching the shoulders here, pectoral muscles. Slow deep breathe, and then on the inhale, ground down through the feet and gently come back up. We will do the other side. Step back with the right foot, hips parallel to the front of the mat. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze the heels of the palms together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Deep breathe in, exhaling. Fold. Again. Slightly bend in the left knee. Then pushing the right hip forward as left hip comes back. One more deep breath here. Stay with it. Next inhalation. Slowly come back up. Alright. The right foot comes to meet the left. Hands together at the heart center. Come back to your breath. Then from here we will going to come into Malasana or garland pose. It's a lovely squat to open up the hips. So we are going to start with the feet at little bit wider than hip width distance. Toes come out to a 45-degree angle. Take a deep breath in and on the exhale you are going to begin to bend your knees as you bring your hips down, hands out in front of you here and place them on the floor in front of you. Once your fingertips touch the floor, bring your palms together at the heart center. Bring your elbows to the inside of your knees and press the elbows into your knees. You should feel a nice stretch on your inner thigh. Keep the chest flipped in and breathe. You should feel a good stretch all throughout your calf muscles, the ankles, inner thighs. You can actively pressing your elbows into the inside of your knees. One more deep breath here. Excellent. From here we will transition into back down to the bridge pose. So we are going to do a variation of bridge pose. So come on down to your back, soles of the feet on the floor and the knees at hip width distance. We are going to bring our palms down to our floor with the palms facing down. Press the tops of your shoulders down into your mat and on the inhalation we are going to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Now remember to keep your knees at hip width distance at all time. You don't want to go further or closer together. You should really be feeling your hamstrings, glutes and make sure you are pressing down through all four corners of the feet. We are gonna move this into a flow. Slowly lower the hips back down to the floor, vertebra by vertebra, and then on the next inhalation we lift the hips back up. This is so great for lower back pain and for opening the hips and coming back to that ocean breath. Inhaling as you lift the hips up, exhaling down. So you should be at the bottom of your exhalation when your hips hit the floor. Let's do 2 more like this. Excellent. We are gonna do the same thing, that we are gonna add on an arm movement. So on the inhale, as you lift up the hips up, the arms are going to come up and above the head, getting a nice stretch to the shoulders. Exhale as you come down, hips and hand hit the mat simultaneously, and remembering to try and keep the knee at hip width distance all time. Reach up with the fingertips Exhale, slowly coming back down. Let's do 2 more. We are getting a full body workout here. You working the lower back, hips, shoulders, inner thighs. This is a great accessible prenatal yoga posture that works the entire body. From here, we will transition into our side Shavasana. So we are going to bring our left arm out in front of you, straighten your left leg and then just gently roll over to your left side, and you can use your left arm as a pillow. Bring your right arm in front of you. Just take a little rest here as long as you have a couple of minutes, up to maybe 5 or 10 minutes. For that, give your body a chance to rest and integrate the postures that we just did. And then when you are ready to get up, use your right palm to press down into the mat or the floor and very slowly press yourself back up to a seated position.
Thank you so much for joining me today. You can do this video 4 to 5 times a week. Drop me below comments if you want me to touch any other body parts. I love to see your suggestions. If you want to stay connected with me, then press the bell icon. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye bye.